Guys, I have to find an angle where the light isn't glaring in my face because it's super bright outside. As much as I love the sun and the heat and the warmth, it's glaring in my eyes and off my camera, and it's like burning my eyes. So I kind of have to adjust it. So you gotta just give me a minute. I have a fun story to tell you guys. Not fun as in haha, but fun as sarcastic fun that it happened and we're dealing with it and we're laughing and joking about it now because it could have been really, really serious. So last Thursday, so when you see this, it'll be like a week ago, my husband had our van fall completely on him. Woo, okay. Let me break it down completely so you guys know exactly what happened. We needed our steering pump. That's my fuel light coming on. Speaking of the van, we had our steering pump in the van needed to be replaced. My husband, trying to be, the hero, the man of the house, thought he could do it. And it's actually a simple job if you know what you're doing. Very quick, very easy. That's what she said. So we bought the steering pump. He popped the hood, disconnected the old one, put the new one on. Now, for our van and the setup to our engine, there's a hose at the bottom that you have to disconnect. So you have to jack up the van to disconnect it. And it's a real quick, simple job. Like, you can have this done in a matter of seconds. But the way the jack was positioned, and I guess maybe the ground was just too wet for him to even be under there in the first place. But the jack slipped, guys. It slipped and the van fell on him. Like, it was so horrifying to see. And I had 2 kids at home at the time and they saw it. I don't know what was worse, me seeing him under the van or the kids seeing him under the van. Probably the kids seeing him under the van, because I mean, when you're a kid, you have to process these things and register these things, and you don't have the adult mind to handle these situations. I was thinking he wanted me, sorry, it's the freaking light. My husband wanted me to get the jack and jack it back up. I'm like, I could hurt you even worse because I don't know what your injuries are. And even if I would, the way the jack was slipping, it wouldn't have worked anyway. So I had to call 911. We get the paramedics and firefighters there because we live maybe 1/8 of a mile from the fire department. I was on the phone with 911 when I heard them pulling up. I was still on the phone and they pulled up in my driveway. They had the entire roadblock. They used the jaws of life to free him. They put it underneath my van and jacked it up. My husband, there goes my freaking bell. Okay, I swear, if it's not one thing with my van, it's another. Girl, all I'm asking is just a few more weeks, baby. Please, just a few more weeks. Please, 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 just hold on. Girl, luckily that squealing you hear is pretty okay. Of course you stop now. That squealing you heard is an easy fix. We're just trying to make it last to payday. That's it. So, oh yeah, back to the story. The van fell on him, crushed his chest, his arms. His head was under the wheel well, so he couldn't even move his head. His head was pinned down to the ground from the wheel well. So he couldn't move. I didn't know what was broken. I didn't know what his injuries were. For me to use the jack to lift the van would have been a mistake because I didn't know what was wrong. So all the paramedics, all the firefighters, it must have been the entire fire department. But they came out. They jacked up the van. He rolls out from underneath the van, pops back up. It's perfectly okay from what we see. Now, he goes inside the ambulance. They get him checked out. Blood pressure is actually pretty okay. Blood sugar okay. Oh, well, for him anyway. And the whole 9. Except for his arm, he cannot move his arm. He still can't move his arm really well. He did lose a lot of range of motion, and he's been incredibly stiff, but things could have been a lot worse. That night, he does go to the emergency room, and nothing is broken. Somehow, some way, nothing is broken. This man is just bruised from literally head to toe. That's it. He's got scratches on his chest and back and both shoulders, but nothing is broken. Somehow, some way, nothing is broken. So things definitely could have been a lot worse, but I did have to take like the following day off because he was not moving. Like, there was no moving him. He couldn't move by himself. He couldn't get up by himself. He was just completely stiff. Things definitely, there was somebody upstairs definitely looking out for this guy. Big time. And for us. That was kind of rough. But he is doing a lot better today. He can get up by himself. He can function a little better. I don't want to say near normal because his normal with his muscular dystrophy isn't normal for most people. But he's doing a lot better. So that was actually pretty freaking scary. But I have to go to work, so I'm sorry this is like really short. I have to go to work. I gotta go make money. I will definitely see you guys in the near future. Take care, and please don't do anything stupid like try and jack up a car by yourself. Peace out.